So hey everyone, welcome back to my channel Fit Online. So today, this episode is really close to my heart because I have my dad, Mr. Prakash Ramchandran, with me. Not many know that before this 9 to 5 job, the meetings, the desk job, there was a man with a bat, ball, and gloves. So today we'll be diving into his cricket career and how he changed his cricket career to a desk job. So I welcome you to this show. I'm a bit confused. Should I call you Dad or Mr. Prakash? So let's move on. So let's start with from the beginning. When did you first fall in love with cricket?
Okay. So we all know like India is a kind of a cricket loving nation. Okay. So like any other Indian, I also started liking cricket. But just to take a little more behind, so when I actually started my schooling, basketball and handball was a game which I was very good at. I was captain of the team. But then when the 1983 World Cup happened and when India won, that's when slowly the fame and the liking of cricket started growing in India. And so we as friends started playing in the building. We had a very big playground in Chiranagar, Chepula, and we used to play. So it's like evenings used to be a lot of cricket, cricket, cricket. And that's when slowly the liking for cricket started. You can say that.
Of course, we as children always used to play some kind of sport in the evening.
Absolutely.
Whether it used to be football or cricket. For me personally, it was football. I used to play football a lot during the evening time, but I had a special place for cricket in my heart. Okay, so as you said, you first were interested in basketball and handball,
Yeah.
and you were a captain in it. So, what liking, what changed from your liking from handball to cricket?
See, if I talk about cricket, so cricket is more of a physical activity. It's more of a team game. So where you have 11 people coming together, it's a team sport. Okay, definitely basketball, handball is also a team sport, but the kind of physical activity was there, and the skill that was required with respect to your batting, bowling, fielding. So there was something very different. Okay, so and the fun, it was more playing in a very big ground. Okay, so that was an attraction for me as kids, running about, taking those runs, big runs, making someone out. So we used to be really like enjoying. So that was it was a different kind of an enjoyment, and it's a great game.
Of course, who doesn't love playing cricket with your friends?
Exactly, exactly.
Okay, so let's move on to the next question. As you said, you used to play cricket. So, what was your role in the particular team where you were a batsman, a bowler, or a fielder?
I got that. Yeah. So again, anyone who picks up cricket, the very first thing that he wants to do and likes to do is batting.
Yes.
So I started with batting. I also used to be a fast bowler, but somewhere slowly due to my shoulder stiffness, I had to slowly stop bowling, and I continued as a batsman. But then I had some strategy. I was like looking at the different positions. So if we actually look at the cricket as a game, batting, bowling, everyone wants to do. But there's one position where very few people actually think about and go for, and that's wicket keeping. So what I did, I just once approached my captain and I told him that I want to do wicket keeping. Definitely, we didn't have a very great wicket keeper at that time. Luckily for me, so I took up that position and I did really well. And I used to love diving, stumping, catching. So I turned out to be a wicketkeeper batsman. So that was my position.
So, your inspiration should be MS Dhoni.
Yeah, MS Dhoni, and even earlier your wicket keepers like Gilchrist, and you had Saeed Kirmani, and definitely Dhoni is the latest. Yeah.
Okay, so while playing these matches, like while you were wicket keeping, do you remember any particular match or a moment that made you feel like cricket was the path for you?
Yeah. See, I was playing for corporates. So basically, what used to happen, I remember one of the match I was playing for ICICI Bank, and we were in a very stiff position, and we had something like a one ball, one run kind of a situation where I lofted the ball deep mid wicket for a four. So I think that was an amazing moment. The entire team came, lifted me on on their shoulders, and it was fun. So that was an amazing moment. And I remember one more instance was when I was playing for National Bank of Dubai in Dubai. The best part about that was we, in a team, we used to have Pakistani, Sri Lankans, Indians, we all used to play together. And Pakistani, Sri Lankans were amazing fast bowlers and spinners. So against them, I remember having an unbeaten 53 runs against those fast bowler spinners. So that again was an amazing, memorable moment for me.
So yes, cricket is a team game, of course.
Yeah.
And that moment where you had one ball remaining and you had to score one run.
Right.
And of course, as you said, you knocked it a four.
Mm.
That moment would be kind of special because that was the run you made for your team so
Exactly.
that your team could win the game.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so as you said, you had a great history in cricket and used to play in Dubai or corporate level. What made you change your decision from stepping away from cricket into the corporate world?
See, I would say destiny. Okay. See, there are many reasons actually. So when we, as kids, when we grew up, the most sought after career profession was either doctor or engineer. These are the only two options actually. And unfortunately, at that time, we were in front of us, we would place only two options. Cricket was more like a hobby. Okay, it's like a pastime. You play in the evening, you play as a pastime, but it never came up as a career. But definitely, I miss that. Probably some lack of support, probably a good mentor or a guru who guided me as to how should I pursue my career in cricket. Would have helped me, but nonetheless, no regrets. I moved on, and fine. That's it.
So was this transition did it affect you emotionally?
See, it should not actually. We all need to move on. Okay, we should not have any regrets in life. Whatever happens, happens for a reason. That's what I feel. Now, if I take an example, your grandfather was a great mandolin player. In fact, he was about to get an opportunity in Guru Dutt Films, but his father said an outright no. But okay, he moved on. He did very well in one of the British companies, and that's where we all moved on. So I think we should not regret, but definitely we all should have a passion. We should pursue that passion, because if you don't do that, no, I tell you, somewhere you will start, kind of not liking the job that you are actually doing. You will think of retiring early. You will think of giving up, and you will not really enjoy it. So that should never happen. So that's the important thing.
So as you said, you have moved on from cricket, but do you still follow, or do you get that ick? Ki, I want to go back to the field and play. Do you get that in your mind sometimes?
See, talking about following, definitely. So I am very keenly and eagerly waiting for all these ICC tournaments. So World Cups, T20 World Cups, etc. I watch. I like watching Australia, England, India play matches. Very interesting matches. Yeah, so I definitely ensure that I am up to date what's happening in the world of cricket. There are a lot of young cricketers who are coming up today nowadays, and IPL is giving them that platform to them to prove their skills and come up the ladder. And yes, definitely my gloves are there intact. This is the gloves I used to use, my SG gloves. And I feel not for the sake of game, but definitely for the sake of fitness and health, we all should play some sport or the other.
Correct. Who doesn't love to, watch India versus Pakistan
Yeah,
on a Sunday evening with your family?
absolutely.
That's good vibes.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's end this podcast with the last question.
Okay.
Did you ever want me to take up cricket as a career, or you were like, kuch bhi kar?
See, I will never push anyone for what the other person has to do. Okay. Now, okay, I am into, let's say, banking technology, or I play cricket, doesn't mean that you will also do the same thing. All have their own likes and dislikes. Similarly, even my father played mandolin, but he never pushed that on me. So something like that. So I am very clear. You all have to follow your own path, your own passion. But definitely, I am there to support, help you, correct you wherever you go wrong, and move upwards. So that's it.
So, do you have any message for the audience or for the young, passionate children?
See, I would say, like me, don't give up. Okay. So, in case in your childhood you were good at something, pursue it, go to the end, don't give up in between. And for parents, I definitely say, keep a tab on your children's talents, what they're good at, support them, don't push them in doing something that you like and what you want them to do. Instead, it should be that what they want to do, let them do it. And I'm sure they'll do great things in life if they follow their passion.
So, as he said, don't give up is a phrase that every athlete or sportsman or sportsperson use.
Absolutely.
For me personally, fitness is my genre, and that phrase, don't give up, is one of the phrase I use every day whenever I feel demotivated or whenever I feel I should quit. But of course, you should never give up. You should reach to that particular goal that you have set and prove people wrong. Okay, so let's end this podcast over here. It was nice talking to you.
Thank you. It was great.
And let's don't give up.
Yeah. Don't give up.